Today I got a few comics to review. Nothing major. I'm going to show you these, though. On It'll probably be out right around the time that this episode comes out, but on our Crimson Cull Comic Club podcast, check out the YouTube channel. We reviewed our group reviews were of Batman Full Moon. You can't see the cover. It's the glow in dark cover. It's behind a white sheet, but you can slightly see the name in there. But yeah, this was a fun book to check out and review. Our other group review that we did was for Marvel Zombies Dawn of Decay #2. I picked up the Saturday morning cover. I like those cartoony covers. And then I reviewed my single reviews She Return of the Warrior #1. That's she and her daughter there on the cover. I love this new storyline, the new concept, new way they're going with it right now. And then I picked this up at a claim sale. Didn't realize that they had this. Otherwise, I would have bought it before I read #1. But this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Alpha one shot. A great little prelude to the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 run. But yeah. So if you want to check those out, go to Crimson Cull Comic Club and check those out. It's a fun show with a group of people that we all have our own likes and dislikes and work pretty good together, having our different types of points of views about different stories and stuff like that. But today we have Alpha Betas Volume 1. This is a Whatnot exclusive cover for issue #3. I didn't realize this was already a couple years old. Came out in 2022, 2023, right around there. But you basically have Kyle Starks writing it, art by Michael Calero, letters by Micah Myers, and colors by Trevor Richardson with Kenny Aiken. But you have the gamers pulling pranks on each other, arguing over that. They get called in for another mission. They gotta jump in their video game and save the world again. But with all their pranking and stuff like that, they keep messing with each other also in the game itself. Artwork's fun. Storyline's been a lot an enjoyable one. I checked out issue 1, I believe, and then this issue, or it was a free comic book teaser that I checked out. But basically a social game they gotta jump into as players, and none of them care for that social game. But inside the game, people are being taken out, and they gotta find out who is taking it out, uh, who's taking the characters out throughout the game. But when they get taken out, it basically wipes out all their information and stuff from the past, so they gotta basically restart their whole gaming profile, I guess, and stuff like that. You gotta basically hope that the team can find the killer and save everybody without having all of their own members taken out, and that's kind of a hard thing to do when you have your own members basically attacking each other and playing pranks on each other. So it just causes more and more conflict in the game and out of the game. The next one, we love these. If you enjoy the old school cartoons and you want to see an adult twist to them, get these because these have been a ton of fun. But we got Dwelling All Hallows Eve special #1 from 2024. This is by Jay Stevens, designed by Winston Gambro. Winston Gambro was a creator that we did a creator interview with on the Crimson Color Comic Club. Wonderful person, so I was really happy to see he was part of this. But yeah, you get your old school cartoony imagery, but placed into a dark atmosphere. The advertisements in here are a blast. Just all kinds of goofy things. They're all fake advertisements, but play on the ones from the past and just have their own fun little quirks to them. That one is the original F Mary Killer kill thing. I'm not gonna say it out, but yeah, you basically have two vampires, one who had a curse put on her and feels she is dying, and she left her friend, who is goth vamping it out while a vampire hunter is trying to clean house. People go missing, and vampire items are seen, so they're kind of getting that feel for what's going on. Uh, are there vampires? Are there serial killers? Cheaters? Cheaters never prosper? Or is it all just a lie and made up by someone's imagination? You'll have to read the story and find out. Here's some uh, genuine rubber horror movie masks. There's some funky ones in there. But yeah, these books are a blast. I believe it was their 6th issue run that I think we helped it out on Kickstarter and then got sucked into it. These are I like everything Jay Stevens put out. Only thing I'm disappointed about is a lot of comics nowadays have specialty Jay Stevens covers in there and the higher priced ones. So I can't get my hands on them. I just can't afford to fork out that kind of money for a cover. So I hate having to pass them by. So I'm hoping I find them in a bargain bin somewhere in the future. All right, my favorite little duck. We've been picking up a lot lately, and I'm so happy. And I was very happy to get my hands on this one with the Man Thing cover and the other characters that we know from other storylines with Howard. We got Howard the Duck, number 22, volume 1, from 1978. This is written by Steve Gerber, artist Val Merrick, inker William Ray, letterer John Costanza, and colorist Janice Cohen. Storylines: May the Force be with you. Attacked by a walking salt shaker. Pretty bulked up salt shaker. It's just a shaker, arms and legs. I don't know how he really sees where he's going or anything like that. Because you can see doesn't have no eyeballs. But Howard is met by the wizard and Man Thing from his first travels to Earth in Man Thing #1. Now he must join forces with Man Thing, Korik the Barbarian, Warrior Prince of Catharta, and Jennifer Kale to deal with the reason he was brought here, which was to save the world. But yeah, it's basically a story of adventure, challenges that our heroes and monsters have to make it through along the way. And there is just all kinds of things that happen, but very enjoyable story as usual. Can't go too wrong with Howard the Duck. I just love seeing these old comics the old advertisements and stuff. They have back then they always like to play with comic book characters and put them into like the Little Debbie's commercials and stuff like that. I think there's a Hostess one. Yeah, Hostess cupcakes with Spider-Man. But yeah, really nice condition book. Not really nice, but for its age, pretty dang good. A couple little stains and stuff. Nothing too bad with the spine. Don't see no major spine ticks. A couple little tiny rips in the top of the cover. But other than that, she's got a good home. I will take care of it. Yeah. Next up, we got Star Wars Dark Droids. Number one, C3PO on the cover there. This is Charles Soule was the writer on this, which is awesome. Luke Ross did the artwork, colored by Alex Sinclair. VC's Travis Lanham did the lettering. But we have basically Darth Vader's got like a cleanup crew that's doing some salvage work. During the salvage work, a robot comes across this little disc type thing and puts it against his body, and it basically has a mind of its own inside it that takes over the robot's brain and basically starts. Here you see him coming in with all the salvaging and saying robot. I should be saying droid. The droid's brain gets taken over by the device, and looks like what is that? An IG-88 style one? Is that? But yeah, that droid basically gets taken over by that little disc, and once a droid is corrupted, one droid is connected to the next droid, and all droids are connected to the first droid. All droids take control of all humanity. A droid that attains a light enlightenment is the worst nightmare for humanity. And they can basically link with all the droids anywhere faster than we can get our own forces together. But yeah, basically the droid. Not gonna show you anything beyond that 'cause I don't want to give all the things that happen away. But it basically does what it can to mess with the humans and to get more droids in its grasp as allies. And there also is some droids that gained enlightenment a while back, but they're trying to better humanity. So it's going to be interesting seeing how they're going to clash with these new corrupted droids and all that, and the humans along the way. Are the humans just going to go after all droids? Or are droids going to wipe out humanity and then fight amongst themselves, which we've seen before in storylines with AI and robots and all that. So yeah, it was enjoyable, interesting. C3PO is gonna have a main part in it, I'm sure. I get a little teaser of C3PO towards the end of this issue, so I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the second one and finding out a little bit more. But our last comic is Strange Adventures, number 191 from 1966. I love this cover, so I jumped on it because I love the weird alien dog. And I just had to know more about what was up with that. But basically, you got 3 stories in here. They are not good about giving you who worked on them. You got to pretty much guess back in the day who worked on the different stories. Why they don't recognize the art, at least the artists and writers. I'm just, I don't know. But in Beauty vs. Beast, a woman who can turn into the Enchantress and her lover, who is dealing with an unusual being, are apart, but not for long. Even though he doesn't know that she can change into the Enchantress, she's going to show up and try and help him with whatever they're dealing with. But this creature comes out of this giant, like, heat burst from the earth. Like, it's basically I got lava stuck in the brain, but I can't think of the right words to say for it. But basically, a steam burst busting out of the earth, and there's a creature inside the steam, and that creature comes out, and they have to deal with it. But the creature has some type of obsession with the sun, and keeps going towards the sun, and they try and use that against the creature in the long run. The second story is called The Living Painting. And in this story, they got a little. Is it? I guess that's not. I was thinking Jimmy Olsen in it, but a little policeman. The policeman is your friend storyline they kind of pushed on kids back in the day. Uh, and then we get into the living painting, and in this story, our thief basically steals the painting that could bring fame and fortune that he figures the painting's owner didn't realize what they had their hands on. And he ends up killing the owner for it. And you pretty much gotta be prepared for what's gonna happen. And if you're gonna kill someone for something, better know what you're doing. Make sure you got an escape to get away. But if you're stealing something that can cause you fame and fortune, there's always going to be consequences to get that fame and fortune. I like how they did this story because you basically got uh, at one at a time the characters basically disappear from the painting, and it happens during a full moon. A character will disappear. That character will represent something, whether it's riches or power or whatever, fame, fortune, whatever. And you'll notice that character that was on the picture being a character that's part of what's happening at the moment. And it's they did a great job in how they intertwined the two things and mix and match it all. But you basically get an opportunity for four separate fortunes, or well, not fortunes, four separate. And it's not even really wishes because he just puts the painting up, and then every full moon, that's when another one of the characters disappears. So yeah, it was a fun story. And then our last story, The Alien Prince, is the one based off our cover there. And we find out that two characters in an orphanage type setting uh, get old enough to get let go to go on their own. When they do, one of the characters is given a special ring that was on their body when they were dropped off at the orphanage. And so the two best friends go on. The one's wondering about the ring, what's up with that. And then some aliens appear. They shoot the one character that's got the ring on. And we find out later on through our other character that jumps into the alien beam and gets beamed on their spaceship and goes off into space with them to another planet. he overhears them talking that they're all happy that they killed the prince. And so we find out that the ring was a symbol for the character being a prince, and they took him out. And there's an evil character that's running things at the moment that can't have anything get out about the prince. So that's why they took him out when they knew he was getting released from I think it was an orphanage, something like that. That same concept. Yeah, that's it for today. Nice little stack of comics. That was a fun one. Uh, Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes, and we will get back with more of these reviews soon, and all our other stuff, our previews, our unboxings, random videos, whatever we decide to talk about, or opening cards, or who knows. Sports, video games, entertainment, comic books, just about anything I feel like talking about. So I'm gonna try and keep putting out as much as possible. We had a couple day break because of some things going on, and it is the holiday season, so might be a little monotonous throughout the rest of the year. I'm hoping to do something special for New Year's Eve, some type of special show, hopefully, some type of oddball thing. It's so hard with having all my comics unable to get to and know where they are, which ones I want, and be able to grab them. So I'm just grabbing stuff I haven't seen in 8, 10, 15 years, if not longer, and just trying to intertwine that stuff into whatever I'm doing at the present moment. So keep following Under the Cult of MS, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes, help us out, check out Crimson Cult Comic Club. And we will get back with more stuff soon. Keep an eye out. I've been trying to jump into some live events lately, so you might see me on some other people's podcasts. Lots of great ones out there, and I've been talking about them lately, so pay attention. Check out any that I do mention, and you might find some new friends. Never know. Everybody's welcome to join certain ones and stuff, and other people invite people in that they want to have on their show. So join up, check that out. Check out the claim sales. Get yourself some fun comics for a great deal, and we will get back with these soon.